My child, I brought you here at this exact moment because something profound is happening that deserves your attention. I tell you, my precious child, that the next 3 days have a specific purpose. These are not typical moments in time. I've designated them for certain purposes. Expect a shift if you sincerely listen and are willing to follow my advice. Your way ahead will become clear. The burdens you've carried will ease. A new age is about to begin. This unfolding is for individuals who have prepared their spirit and are ready to move forward. I ask you, my dear one, do you genuinely perceive? Are you really listening? Are you open to accepting what I offer? The following 3 days are extremely significant. Understand this fact completely, my darling. My design is exposing itself, and it will progress whether it feels simple or difficult for you. When I highlight specific days, my child, I'm not just offering calendar information. I'm sending a straight summons to act. Something important is about to happen, and it has been set up for you. I put a special spark inside you, and I'm about to bring it to the surface. That's why the resistance you feel has grown stronger. That's why the person who is against you has tried to fill your mind with doubt and misunderstanding to hide what is obvious. You will face the darkness when you really know what this time means. No, my child, not by your own strength. Stay close to me. Anyone who walks where I tell them to goes against every bad force because they don't pause anymore. People close to you can feel the trust with which they move. You won't be walking alone as you start this new phase. Some people will be drawn to this change. Others will be able to feel my presence in it. Some people will be touched by how brave you are. Watching you follow me will help other people find their way. What I've put inside you isn't just for you, my dear. This is also for people who are tired and have trouble hearing me. There is a big difference between the next 3 days. They have a special meaning that is meant to serve a certain purpose. What you can see and what you can't see will depend on how alert and focused you are during this time. There have always been exact gaps and points in time for me. When I talk about certain days, it's never by chance. It is always done with a clear goal in mind. This is how I connect what you can't see with what you do see, so that when the time comes, those who are ready will enter what I have prepared. As I speak, get ready, because the next 3 days will be very important. When I write down the time, it means that my plans are moving forward exactly as planned. Dearly loved child, I know that some of you have been sad for a long time. Some have had to fight in silence, while others seem to be making progress without any problems. But listen carefully to this. Now is the right time for you. These 3 days are my way of showing that I will pay attention to what was missed. I will draw attention to what was ignored. I will raise up what was thrown away. You will experience a huge change in your life after this time if you are ready. In my overall design, a 3-day period has a special value. The reason isn't just luck, it points to a time of change and new life. When I mark 3 days, it means that an earlier way of being is coming to an end. A big change is taking place, and something new and powerful is about to appear. Setting times is something I do on purpose. Setting aside 3 days for something means the end, a big change, and a strong coming out. Your old way of being won't work in the new place I've set up for you. This is why you might feel some pain. A deep healing is about to happen. These aren't just numbers on a calendar. There are specific times when you can show what has been growing in your heart for a long time. I have set aside these exact moments, and I want this realization to happen over the next 3 days. You might be wondering, why now, my child? Why these 3 days? It's because this is the time that my holy will sets. This isn't just a date on the calendar. That's when my eternal goal comes into your present experience in a very important way. It's now that I say it. This particular time is not a mistake, and it can't be changed. When I set such a specific time, it's because your growth requires an immediate response. Please allow me to explain. There are times to get ready, times to grow, and times to keep going in silence. But there is also a time frame for getting the result. Some of you have worked hard even though things were hard. It has been hard for you to bear. You have been waiting in silence, wondering if I forgot about you. Now I'm letting you know that the time for receiving has begun and will last for 3 days. Now is the time for you to grow spiritually. If you can meet me at the time I set, things that might have taken a long time to change can happen in these 3 days. It is possible to make quick progress, but only for those who are ready, aware, and willing to move in harmony with my spirit. The beginning will happen this coming week. This week, I'll start giving you sacred knowledge and clear direction for the next step in your journey. Even though the world around you may seem calm, inside you, a lot will start to wake up. Today is not the day to move aimlessly or live without a plan. Today is the day to pay close attention, because my spirit will begin to impress upon you new ideas that have a lot of promise, even if they don't make sense at first. Think of people you should get in touch with or forgive. Solutions to problems you've been having. Short visions of places or options you hadn't thought of before. Urges inside you that might even stir you right away. Do not forget these details I give you this week, my child. They show you the way to move forward. A lot of people don't make progress because they don't pay attention to what I say when I'm still. This week is your one-on-one meeting with me, and I'll give you the information you need for the next week. To put it simply, this is when I will talk to your heart in a soft way. My child, if your spirit isn't at peace, you might miss the small signs that point you in the right direction. Relax your heart. Pay close attention and get ready. Write down what comes to mind. Think about your deep thoughts and goals. A small understanding today could lead to the lesson that changes your path by the end of the week. Things will begin to happen this week. You will be able to clearly hear the clear calls to action that you felt before. I told you things when you were quiet, and now they will show up as chances, choices, and urges that need your quick answer. Roots may start to show up over time. Unexpected messages and connections with people who are a good fit could happen all of a sudden. But these changes will become stronger as you move forward with courage. Some people may want to get in touch with someone they thought was no longer important to their path. Let go of any tie, habit, or situation that makes you feel safe but holds you back. Say yes to things that seem too big for you right now. This is what this time period is all about. My child, you might not understand the whole journey yet. But I want you to just start. This week is not the time to hesitate or think too much. It is the exact time to answer when I call on your spirit. Every act of faith gets you ready for the clear vision that is coming this week. We can be sure of something this week. This is the moment when your quiet requests, along with my subtle guidance and your brave answer, finally become real. This coming week, my plans that I've already started will be fully realized. What once seemed hazy and far away is now clear because of this day. You will feel more sure. Your path will become straight. Heavy things will become lighter. There will be no more uncertainty. Things that seemed far away will get closer. You might even be able to hear my soft voice. That's right. You've been getting ready out of sight so that you can stand firm in public. And that kind of season is coming up for you. Don't worry if things seem to be falling apart. Don't worry if things that seemed safe start to change. When people leave or old habits fall apart, don't question what you know. You are not being judged. You are being made new. Things that don't fit with where I'm taking you are being taken away. Everything that makes you feel good is being messed up in your life. It is being done away with false calm, false ties, and false understandings. Because the ground you stand on needs to be solid for what is about to happen. It's not enough to just stand through the shaking. It has to do with accepting it. Let my spirit stir up what needs to be stirred. Let go of the false ideas you have about yourself. Let the broken ways of doing things fall apart. What stays will be true, proven, deeply set, and ready when the shaking stops. The next way you say it won't just be a repeat of the last one. Under all the fear, doubt, and keeping back, you will be shown who you have always been in a holy way. Don't try to fight my spirit's strength. Don't run away from the shaking. Don't turn down the loud sound. What seems like a disturbance is actually a holy place to start. We're not seeing you cry. You're making progress. The person who is against me is scared. That fact alone tells me something about the time you are in, my dear child. Not because someone is trying to hurt you, but because something inside you has changed. The enemy isn't coming from a position of strength. His answer comes from a place of desperation. He knows what you have. Inside his ghost world, he has felt the shaking. He knows that the holy goal of your life is starting to become clear. He's scared of what will happen when you trust it again. It's not about what you did. It's about changing into a different person. The enemy saw how much you paid when no one was looking. He saw you go through tough times that should have been too much for you. He thought you would give up after all the pain. He thought that the most recent deception would make your heart tough. He believed that the peace in heaven would dull your mind. But what he didn't see coming was how strong you are inside, my child. You didn't just make it through. You still believed in me. You talked to me even when it seemed like I didn't have any answers. You kept going even though you couldn't see the results of your hard work. You didn't give up, even when no one else did. And something was being built in the quiet places. Every step of respect, every deal made in silence, and every tear shed added up. You were stronger, had more power, and could see better after doing it. Now your enemy knows what's going to happen. He knows that you are not only getting through this, but also moving into a place where you will have a bigger effect on other people. I gave you a gift that is good for more than just you. It will spread to other people. This is what your enemy fears the most. Your enemy doesn't care about what you're thinking. He is upset about what you did. He gets upset when you speak clearly, act in a pure and honest way, and when your words reflect my reality instead of the way things are in the world around you. A soul that is rooted in me and stands strong is a threat to all systems of darkness. You don't fully understand how many problems your enemy has set up to try to stop you before it's time to show forth. This is why problems have come up out of the blue, old feelings have come back to you, and people from your past have shown up just as you were able to concentrate. These things don't just happen. This is the tension you can't see that shows up in your daily life. Don't let it pull you in. These days, the liar does everything they can to try to move you from where I put you. He knows how powerful it is to be in the right place at the right time. He shouldn't get in the way of what I want to do for you. He only wants to slow down your progress. He wants you to be so caught up in arguments, old habits, looking back, or comparing yourself to others that you miss the chance that's right in front of you. But now you know more, my child. Because you've been through a lot, you know what comes from me and what is a lie. You've been pushed around enough to know the sound of lies. No more tears for you because you know what it costs to not follow my truth. You will never go back. That known thing should not take you off track now that you have come so far. The liar is interested in how stable you are inside, how determined you are, and how you don't let fleeting feelings change your mind. He's scared that you will now choose your reaction instead of just reacting. That you're not driven by need anymore, but by a quiet strength. Now this is who you are, not just someone who suffers, but someone who is actively working toward my goal. You have learned to keep going even when no one is looking. No one else was around while you were getting ready. You clearly understand what I'm saying. No longer do you need other people's permission to follow the way I've set for you. In this way, you pose a threat to the realm of darkness. Do not get the problem you feel is wrong. No, my dear child, it doesn't mean you failed. It shows that the opposition knows what's going to happen. They get angry when I'm close because I attract dark forces. You are getting closer to that now, so let the chaos happen. Let the enemy get stronger. Let the enemy show how angry he is, as none of these things can stop what I am doing. Those who are against me cannot take away what I have created. And anything that comes from my spirit will last no matter what the enemy does. The way you live says more about you than the problems you have. The people who are against you are not wrong about what you did. The reason is that you are finally walking in line with my truth. You're back to life. You now know where you should go. You are free from fear, shame, comparing yourself to others, and not knowing what will happen. You have to be very patient to go this way. I get it. But I will always keep my promises. My promise can't be broken. Keep praying even when it seems like answers aren't coming right away. Nobody should give up, no matter how hard the journey gets. Don't lose hope, because I am moving forward even when you can't see it. I am not a God made of olives. I am deeply interested in every detail of your story. The world may tell you to give up, but I tell you to keep going. Not because of your own power, but because of who I am. I will be the force that never changes. I will always be there to protect you. I will be your safe place, my precision, and my drive. Keep your eyes on me. You're getting closer to your moment of peace, and it will be even more beautiful than you imagined. The time is getting close when I will give you this beautiful surprise. I love you so much. These sweet messages of love are what you need. Please don't miss this chance. Now is the time to make a choice that will lead you to the peace you want, the meaning you seek, and the breakthrough you have prayed for. Feel this word again in your heart. Come back to it, think about how true it is, and say that you agree with what I said. Do not forget this, my child. You are not just giving when you choose to support this holy job. You are taking part in a holy task. Your kindness makes it possible for my voice to reach so many people who are desperately waiting to hear from me. Join my faithful few, those who really hear and respond and bring light into a world that is dark. Picture the clarity that will fill your spirit and the energy that will carry you forward as you walk in time with me. Think of yourself as someone who is strong and stable, living out what I have promised in its entirety. This is not the end of what I have to say. I have more to tell you and more knowledge to share. Get the next message that I've written for you. Because I'm always taking you further and bringing you forward. Now, my dear, go walk with the knowledge that I will always be with you. God bless you on your journey, and keep your heart safe with my peace until we meet again in the next part of my truth.